Hello guys, I'm here to do a video and talk about why the 6th and 7th Doctor are underrated. So yeah, basically I'm just going to go through why I think they are underrated and why we should appreciate their Doctors a lot more. Now behind me we've got the 6th Doctor there, you know, portrayed by Colin Baker, if you like. But yeah, I don't think he's a bad Doctor. I mean, personally, I think he is a brilliant Doctor. I mean, I think he's well acted, he's well developed, he's not boring or anything. He's not overly annoying. He can be annoying sometimes, but not I want to slap you, sort of Matt Smith sort of annoying. But yeah, I can pretty much live with his Doctor. And he is generally quite a good character. But the issue that people have with Colin's Doctor is, you know, they sort of look at him and think, he's got a stupid outfit, he looks silly, I'm not going to watch him. Which, not necessarily, because you can even ask my girlfriend this, because we was watching Attack of the Cybermen and we were sort of both saying how dark his era of Doctor Who was, because it was very graphic, it was very... And that's what a lot of people didn't like back in those days, because they felt that Doctor Who was getting a little bit too far. Because, you know, with the previous Doctors, we didn't really have that sort of development of story. People didn't like dark. They sort of saw it as something really strange, you know. They sort of saw it as weird, because obviously the 80s it was very wacky, and a lot of people sort of thought, oh my god, what is this abomination on the TV? So yeah, and a lot of people, I heard people talk, they say, well, Colin Baker must have been a rubbish Doctor, he got it axed for a year. No, it wasn't Colin's fault. You know, I like Colin, I think he's a brilliant Doctor, and I think he deserves a lot more credit than what he's been given. I think he's hugely underrated and think he should be appreciated a lot more, because obviously he's the closest we've got to the new series, because obviously they started doing 45-minute formats with his Doctor, and you know, I think a lot of people should appreciate that and not judge him for the way he looks, because it wasn't Colin's fault. I mean, you know, I think he acted well, he played the part well, he was just different to the others, which a lot of people say he's too different, but the whole show is about change. So that's my thoughts on Colin. I think, you know, give him a shot. I mean, at least, I mean, I don't expect you to watch a episode and think, oh, I like him. I mean, even if you don't like the episode you've watched, at least say that you've tried. Don't just look at it and go, nah, looks stupid, not watching it. Because it's not really fair on the actor, and it's not really fair on the people that worked it. So I think a lot of people should respect the Doctor's history. So yeah, that's just my opinion on Colin. Now I'll get to Sylvester McCoy. Now obviously, for people who know who I am, he is my all-time favourite Doctor, and being a fan of an underrated Doctor can be quite difficult, which I know a lot of people that have, like myself, are fans of Sylvester McCoy. It is very difficult to like his Doctor, where you've got all these idiots out there going, oh, he's rubbish, he got the show cancelled, he's silly, he's... I don't know where they've heard this from, because quite clearly they've not got facts right, because first of all, like very much like Colin, it was not Sylvester's fault that the show got cancelled. It was the producers and the Times. Now obviously with the 7th Doctor they wanted to focus a lot more on character arcs, which back in the 80s wasn't really that acceptable, because, you know, people had never seen anything like it before. They had never seen story arcs or plot arcs and all this jazz. You know, we was all like, what on earth is this? Because like I said, it was wacky TV, and when they saw something that spots out, they're all like, they saw it as a really weird alien thing. They thought, well, this is strange. This doesn't make any sense. Obviously nowadays in Doctor Who we get that all the time, because you know we've got loads of companions now with lots of backstories and lots of personalities and stories behind them. Obviously Ace was one of the very first companions. Even I'm not sure if she is the first companion to even have character development, which we didn't get in the classic series that much. We didn't find out where they came from or what their childhood was like, but with Ace we got all of that, which I was quite happy with. And obviously we went behind the mystery of who the Doctor was, and obviously the stories were a lot more thought out, and we started to question if the Doctor was a god. Now, I will agree, the first section of McCoy's first season, yes, they are a bit, what's the word, a bit clowny and a bit sort of wacky. Yeah, I'll agree on that. But he's not bad. I mean, he didn't get the show cancelled. If anyone got the show, it was just, you know, it was different, and, you know, Doctor Who needed a break. That's the word. I think they shouldn't have used the word axe, because that's not what happened at all. Doctor Who needed a break. It had been on for a long time, and it was just getting badly pressured and wasn't getting the attention that it needed, because the 80s was a very difficult time for TV, and especially at the BBC as well, because you're getting... And obviously it was in a fight of Corrie. It was running the same time as Coronation Street, which at the time is a very popular show. Unfortunately, soaps are a lot bigger than Doctor Who. You get a lot more audience from that, which hurts me to say, but it is kind of true. But yeah, I think, you know, respect still. He's a good Doctor, and more people need to watch him because he is good. I mean, you know, he's got the character development, he's got good stories, decent dark ones as well. But yeah. See, I just wanted to do a video on that, on why those Doctors are underrated and why we should appreciate them a lot more, because if you watch a lot of new series Doctor and watch McCoy's, you do kind of see the connections that his Doctor kind of brought to that role. So that's where it kind of come from. Same with Colin. So, thank you for watching. That's my video on why 6th and 7th Doctor are underrated. Please take these opinions in your mind and just let that sink in. Please comment down below your thoughts on this subject. Thank you. Oh, and please like, comment and subscribe. Thanks.